are a lovely emblem of what you want to be as a small biotech company, kind of fast and agile, but also kind of incredibly well put together. I'm Piers Ingram, the co-founder and CEO of Hummingbird Bioscience and also Callio Therapeutics. I'm a very avid tennis player. Hummingbird Bioscience is a biotechnology company focused on the discovery and development of novel therapeutics, primarily within the oncology and autoimmune space. We're headquartered here in Singapore. So we started Hummingbird with a vision of applying methods and technologies from computational biology to drug discovery, tackle complex biological problems, trying to understand how we can change the disease process, making new medicines that are made from other biological molecules. It's a very rapidly evolving space. What's very interesting about our industry is that I'd say overall it's a very, very collaborative industry. We're all working in the same direction of trying to solve these very big challenges in human health. Many companies that I think make progress in this field have distinct technologies, distinct approaches and ideas that may or may not work. And if they're successful, if new medicines are made and other groups follow along behind, trying to apply those ideas and learnings to other areas. In our case, we've developed a number of technologies and ideas that we strongly believe in. And over the last few years have really enabled us to develop drugs and even now classes of drugs that we think are very promising. I came to Singapore to study about 15 years ago. A number of scientists, academic institutions, I was able to kind of very quickly connect with and get to know and realize that there's a vibrant community here. As I started to think about building a company, it seemed very natural to first start here. Scientists coming out of the local universities and research institutions, as well as a very international community, because I think at the end of the day, biotechnology is a field which really requires a lot of expertise and experience. We now have a team of around 80 people in the company, predominantly here in Singapore. I think beyond the talent side of it, general perception of Singapore as a good place to do business is very, very helpful. It's a very capital intensive industry, as we know. It requires kind of global investors to participate and support companies. And that's much easier when there's just a high degree of trust in the environment that the company is operating in. Over the last decade, we've taken several drugs from concept into clinical trials. The one that I think we remain incredibly excited by is actually the first project, the 001 project, taking that program really from back of envelope concept through now to clinical trials with many patients in the region as well as in Europe and soon in the US. Seeing the clinical benefit that that drug can deliver for patients is incredibly meaningful. If you had to choose another career path, what would you have pursued? I'm very glad I'm not a very good tennis player because I would have loved to have been a professional tennis player. What's the most unexpected thing you've learned from leading your company? It's almost unexpected to me that you can really have the impact that you can if you get the right people together, you give them kind of the right tools and can create this environment that we can actually make the progress that we've made as an organization against some incredibly difficult challenges. When there are so much larger, well-resourced organizations in the world, it's kind of unexpected, it's just magical. Ooh, interesting one. Name one book or resource you think everyone should know about. Although I run a biotech company, I'm actually a mathematician / physicist by training. One of the books I was encouraged to read when I was 15, 16 was the autobiography of Richard Feynman. This book showed how elegant many of his ideas were, but also how to live as a scientist, how to engage, that science is very much a human endeavor. It's not just about always being in the lab and figuring out kind of the experimental result, but it's about really engaging with the broader community and having fun. So we got to meet the EDBI team within the first couple of weeks of establishing Hummingbird. The company has grown. We've been obviously incredibly appreciative of the direct support in terms of investment. The vote of confidence and support from EDBI has been very important. I think is also very helpful as we speak to other investors to know that we have the support of EDBI. But I think also understanding what the company needs, partnerships and relationships that EDBI group has that can be helpful, bring kind of a great introduction, which is very helpful for us. Earlier this year, we announced the launch of another company called Callio Therapeutics, which is also headquartered between Singapore and the US to design a next generation of molecules that combine multiple payloads, multiple drugs with antibodies to really address the mechanisms of resistance. And I think we are right at the forefront of this space. And I think the financing that we were able to pull together and the team that we've been able to build around this speaks to that. This really caught global attention to see this moving forwards, again, particularly in this current very challenging environment that we're in.